Welcome to the Andy Ruther Show. Here is your host, Andy Ruther.
Welcome to the Andy Ruther Show. I am back. I am finally back. After a 3-week hiatus, I am finally going to pod, guys. First of all, I apologize. It's been way too long. This should not happen, but yeah, let's just say the flu bug hit us hard here. It hit us hard here at the Ruther household. It hit us real hard. First, I got it 2 weeks ago. Flu B. We're all getting the flu B. It's going everywhere. I got it hard. I haven't had a sickness like this in a long time. Probably since I had COVID a couple years ago. Where like I'm not sleeping. I'm waking up with just aches and body pains. I feel like I ran a marathon. You know, those type of pains, those type of body aches. That's how I felt. I didn't really let on though. Like Brittany didn't really know. And then it was 2 Fridays ago. I said, I'm not feeling that good. She's like, you need to get a flu test, which I didn't even know they offered. Same thing as a COVID test. She's like, you need to go to Walgreens. They open in 15 minutes at 8 a.m. Go get a flu test. So I did that, came back positive, and she's like, you're going to the basement. What's the peace? Have fun with the kids. Peace. Enjoy the kids. They're psychos. Yeah, I'll hole up in the basement. That lasted one whole day, by the way. That lasted one whole day. Day and a half. Like that night, she handled the kids. She got them from daycare. I was in the basement. It was glorious, by the way. Absolutely glorious. That new couch from Costco, I was just kicking it. I don't really binge watch shows. I just don't. I don't have the time, truthfully. I'm not the busiest dude in the world, but I just don't have the time between the kids and work and family stuff. I just was crushing episodes. I was crushing everything, man. And then she took the kids the next day to her parents. And then she's like, you're helping out tonight. I was like, that didn't last long. And so, of course, the kids got it. Didn't matter. I was masking up. I mean, you know, like those masks, they don't do shit. Let's be honest. But you need to get the right mask for that. So then the kids got it. And then they were home from school, from daycare, all last week, guys. All week, I had the kids. As I basically was recovering / had the flu, I had the kids for 5 days. And I'm not lying. That shit was difficult. Like, real talk, that was difficult. And I'm not trying to be dramatic, but having a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old or soon to be 3-year-old, both sick, and I'm not feeling good. And I got them home all day, and I'm still trying to balance some work stuff. Dude, it was tough. It was mentally and physically just draining, truthfully. It really was. Absolutely draining. It really was. And Molly got it real bad. Molly got the flu real bad. There was a day last week, the poor little girl, I had to hold her all day. I'm talking from the minute she woke up to the minute she went to bed, she had to be held all day because she just felt terrible. All day. Didn't want to walk around, didn't want to play. You know, normally she can walk around and she plays with Isla, and it's great, right? Because it gives you a break and they can do their own thing. No, she didn't want to do that at all one day. It's like she had to be held. My only breaks from her was when she took naps. It was brutal, man. It was absolutely brutal. And I kept sleeping in the basement. I slept in the basement for like a week. And then Brittany got it. And then Brittany got the flu B. So it went through the whole house, and then she missed work on Friday. She missed work on Monday. She got it real bad too. It hit her hard. So my break, I was like, oh, I've had the kids all week. I'm going to get a break on the weekend. Nope. because Brittany had it. Brittany needed to sleep. She needed to catch up. She felt awful. She had the aches and pains. So I was so happy when the kids went to daycare on Monday, guys. And the truth is, I was so exhausted at night. The only time I could do the podcast the last 2 weeks basically was going to be at night. And I was just so tired and I was so wiped out and I was just mentally drained. I have a million things that I've added to discuss on the show today, and who knows how many of them I'll get to. But just I was ready. I was just so tired. So tired. Like they kicked my ass having to do everything. And then Brittany got sick and she got it bad. Like I said, the irony, I'm just going to say the irony of the situation is Brittany and Molly both got the flu vaccine. They got hit the hardest. Isla and I did not get the flu vaccine and ours wasn't as hard. They got hit the hardest. Now I got hit pretty hard too. Isla was mostly more of just tired and she had a fever. She loved it because she got to watch TV. Like she doesn't, we cut off TV during the weekdays. I don't know if I said that on the show. She's not allowed to watch TV on the weekdays. She's just not. She can't handle it. So we instituted that like 2.5 months ago. So Isla's not allowed to watch TV on the weekdays. Not before daycare, not after daycare, not before bed, none of that. So she can only watch TV on the weekends. And it was a smart move by us because we both realized she can't transition from the TV to other things, whether it's bed or dinner or breakfast or whatever it is. She can't handle it. So we cut off the TV. But last week, I'm feeling like crap. Molly's sick. Isla's sick. I still got to get some work done with my computer and I'm out. So it's like, so you get the TV. She got a lot of TV time. She was mowing through episodes of Clifford, the big red dog, on YouTube, which apparently is a thing. Just mowing through them. So this has been a tough week for her. It's like, yep, you're back at daycare. You're back on the grind, girl. But yeah, it's been a battle because Brittany is just now finally starting to do better herself. And I don't know about you guys, but this flu B, at least here in Cincinnati, is like everybody has it. My buddy's wife is a school nurse. I was talking to her at my brother's house for the Super Bowl. She said like 10% of the kids had it last week, which is pretty high. Out of like 700 students at the grade school, like over 70 had it and were out, which, I mean, that's pretty high, 10% to have it. So it's just spreading like wildfire. And yeah, it got us. It got us good. And here's the thing about getting the vaccine. And I know that's a hot topic for everybody to discuss. But my thing is they don't know the strand, right? So I'm like, why am I getting this? It doesn't, I'm not like an anti-vaccine guy. I think sometimes it's based on the individual, based on your health, that's my take on it when it comes to most of this stuff. But also, if they don't know the strand, I'm like, why am I doing this? And I've gotten the flu vaccine before, for sure. But I haven't gotten it the last few years because I'm like, well, you guys don't know the strand. Like, again, like this year. Of the 4 people in my house, 2 got it. And they also got hit the hardest. So maybe you didn't have the right strand. But anyway, it's wicked, man, this flu B. And I went for a run this week. I hadn't exercised in 2+ weeks. I've went for a run the last 3 days, and I went for my first one on Monday, and I was going up the hill because it's very hilly in my neighborhood. And I was like, geez, I'm out of shape. Like I was gassed, man. Absolutely gassed. I was glad I did it. It's good to get outside. It's cold, but it feels good. And that's the other thing. We've had frigid temperatures here. This has been like the worst winter that I can remember. Just frigid. So you can't go outside. You got the flu. It's too cold to take little kids anywhere. It's a lot. Like we got a shit ton of snow. Championship Sunday, NFL Championship Sunday. So coming up on 3 Sundays ago, the snow just started melting. We've had snow, lots of snow on the ground for 2.5+ weeks. So it's been one of those winter. Just real cold, nothing's melting. And then everybody's getting sick. But I'm happy to be back on, truthfully, and I don't want to. That's not my goal to take 3-week hiatus. But the truth is, this flu and then with the family stuff, it absolutely kicked my ass, guys. Like I'm not going to downplay it. Just exhausted at night, just absolutely exhausted. But I've been paying attention to things. I see what's going on. I try to. I'm on the socials. I see these things. I was I was like a few weeks ago, because I was ready to talk about this. I've been like fascinated. I've been like fascinated looking at celebrities' faces who clearly do Ozempic, or celebrities who clearly lose a lot of weight because they're on Ozempic. And it's amazing to me how crazy. It's amazing to me that like people look crazy and they don't realize how crazy they look. Right? Everybody wants to look better. Everybody wants to look younger. And then they end up looking like freaks. They end up looking like I can't get enough of Kelly Osbourne. I know a lot of people have talked about this. I'm sure you guys have seen her. I'm sure you've heard about it. I can't get enough of Kelly Osbourne. What happened to Kelly Osbourne's face, her body, the whole 9 yards? It's absolutely crazy to me. Let's pull up some Kelly Osbourne. So here is the first thing that kind of went viral was this video of her and her child. Let's pull this one up. Here we are.
Can you say good morning? You got messy hair and you just woke up. Can I have a kiss? I love you. Good morning, everybody.
Look at her. Can you say good morning? She's like, no, mother. You look like Skeletor. The fuck happened to your face? Can you say good morning? Guys, what happened to her? What always gets me on all these things is that nobody steps in. Nobody steps in. Nobody. It's no different if you had a drug addiction, right? Or a food addiction or any sort of addiction, gambling, you name it. I feel like friends and family will step in. Hey, man, you're kind of wasting away all your money on DraftKings or FanDuel. Or hey, bro, like you're drunk all the time, dude. You got 3 kids. You're 45. You can't be getting blacked out drunk when we go watch a few football games on Sunday, man. Like your friends step in, nobody steps in on these celebrities. Nobody's like, yo, dude, I don't know what happened to your face, but you don't look like a person. You look like Skeletor. I don't know what happened to you. You look like, I mean, look at her. Just look at her. No, like even her kids giving the look of like, yo, mom, what happened to your face? No one, I know one steps in here. This is why. Because the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree with Kelly Osbourne. This was at the Grammys with her mom. Sharon. I mean, you guys look like, you know what Kelly Osbourne looks like here? She looks like a Dr. Seuss character. Like how her hair's done. And trust me, my kid reads Dr. Seuss. So like I'm in this world right now. Kelly Osbourne looks like a Dr. Seuss character. If you look at her hair and her skinny face and her skin, like it doesn't sit right. And the lip injections and the Botox. And again, nobody, I mean, her mom's the same way. You look so plastic. You look so fake. Somebody needs to step in. How old's Sharon Osbourne? She's 73. Like, come on. Why can people just not age? I don't understand this obsession. I don't like I understand wanting to look younger. Don't get me wrong. That's a battle I have here in my own house because Brittany loves the beard, which by the way is going. I gave her 3 months. She loves the beard, and I said I'll grow it every winter. I'll grow it during the winter, especially when it's so cold now. I feel better because, especially if I'm going for an exercise, like it does give you extra warmth, but it makes me look older. Look at all the gray. I got a lot of gray. My whole head's gray. My beard's gray. It's like I got a lot of gray. So for that reason, and that's not the only reason, I'm not the biggest beard guy. I do it for Brittany, truthfully, and Isla likes it too. And Molly, like the girls like to touch it, whatever. They like to touch daddy's beard. So I mostly keep it for them as my point. But yeah, I do like, and I don't go like totally clean shaven. That's not me. But I do like the beard off because it does make me look younger. It does. And Brittany thinks it makes me look too much younger, but I'm like, that's such a stupid thing. Like, I'm in my mid 40s. I want to look younger. So I get it. I get one to look, but I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. You don't look younger, Sharon Osbourne. You look like a freak. You look like a plastic doll. You look like one of my daughters. Actually, you don't. The Barbies that Isla has, and she has a million of them. She's into the Barbie. They don't look like you look disgusting. I'm not a big fan of that look. I'm just not. I'm not trying to be mean. Maybe I come across like an asshole. I'm just being real here. It's not a good look. I don't know. Like, again, there's no one stepping in. Where's Jack Osbourne? He's not like, yo, mom. Like, come on. Take it easy in the plastic surgery. Hey, sis. You look like Skeletor. Like, look at this picture. Everybody was talking about this one as Sharon Osbourne. Look at her hands. She's also skinny. And her hands look massive. I don't think this has been photoshopped. I don't think this has been digitally altered. At least not according to ChatGPT. I put it in ChatGPT because we all know everything's fake now. Everything's enhanced. Everything's altered. Everything's changed. I don't think this picture of Kelly Osbourne has been changed. I don't know what this is. This is not something attractive. It's just not. Can we find a balance? You don't need to be morbidly obese. That's not beautiful either. That's gross too. Let's be real. All the people who are like, this is beauty. No, it's not. You're fat and you're going to die of a heart attack. Let's just call it what it is. This also is not beauty. That's what I loved about Hollywood. They went from like, this is beautiful to they're all on Ozempic now. They're all on Manjaro. They're all like, they're all on it. No, nobody wants to put forth the work, man. I know I've ranted about this, but nobody, dude, here's the thing about life. You got to put forth the work, man. It doesn't matter what it is. Exercise, professional, relationship, personal, family. You got to put in the hours, man. You can't just inject something in your body. It's a bitch way out. It is. And I don't trust it at all. I don't know what nobody knows what the long-term effects of this stuff are. Nobody. It's a bitch way out. It is. Come at me with like, I can't lose the weight. Then, dude, exercise. I know our bodies are different. I know genetically we have different things, but exercise, eat better. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. It's sad. To be honest, it's sad. You have an addiction. It's like they look in the mirror and they don't see what they want to see, or they see something completely different. And then that's how we get there. I don't know. It's sad. I call it Ozempic face, right? And I think all these celebrities are on it. And it's like, I don't trust anything. There's no such thing in life as the quick fix, the easy fix. I'm telling you, these people need David Goggins. I am like on a big David Goggins kick again. like big because I'm trying to work out some things in my life, personally, professionally, physically, mentally. I love his mindset, man. I just love it. Of just like, yo, that's his whole point. You got to put forth the time. You got to put forth the effort. And everything in life is so much better when you overcome trials and tribulations. That's just the truth, right? When you're at your worst spot, mentally, physically, emotionally, and you come out from the gutter, you come out from the trenches, and you overcome it. There's no better feeling. There's no better feeling. Well, you can't just take a shot. You can't just inject something in your body to lose the weight. I guess you can. You look funny though. You look weird. I don't know. Is Ryan Seacrest on this stuff too? I fell down a Ryan Seacrest rabbit hole again. Had the flu, sitting at home. First I saw this video of him on Wheel of Fortune. I didn't even know Ryan Seacrest is on Wheel of Fortune. He's one of the hosts. Let's pull this bad boy up here.
Happy and proud to say that my longtime boyfriend, John Donaldson, and I are married. It's finally true. I've read about it for years, but I'm here to say that it's...
So Vanna White, by the way, Vanna White looks like, how much work has she had done? She looks great. Vanna White looks great. Now, maybe she's had work done. She probably has. But she didn't overdo it. That's my point. How old is Vanna White? She looks great. Bro, she's 68. She's within 5 years of Sharon Osbourne. She's within 5 years. I mean, we saw how Sharon Osbourne looks like she's gonna melt in the sun. Vanna White looks great. Now let's see how Ryan Seacrest is looking.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing. It's big news. We've been holding this back the whole time in front of you. Right? She just said to me this.
Did he get gay? What did he turn gay too? Like his face is looking weird, but did he also like what is happening here? What is happening here? He didn't never come across as a little flamboyant. He never did with me. It's like he got He's like, oh, Vanna, I got this skinny face and now I'm talking like this. Why is he so flamboyant now? Did like it inject some gayness when he got the Ozempic? What is happening here? He just looks off. I never felt this way about Ryan Seacrest. I feel like he's just an in shape, like good-looking, charismatic dude. I don't right? Look at him.
Morning, she sends me a text and she says to me, "Can we have a word when you come in?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we can have a word. What's going on?" And I got in and I went behind the closed door and she goes, "What she just told you? John and I got married." So I just found out before this show, and now did everybody else.
So
and
did
congratulations. Well done.
Go eat something, Ryan. Go eat something. You look gaunt. Gaunt would be the word that I would use with Ryan Seacrest. He looks gaunt. Right? That's how he looks. He looks gaunt. He looks like he needs to eat. Again, guys, life is about a balance. You can eat some bad food occasionally. I probably do it too much, right? You can eat some bad food. I don't. You look too skinny here, Seacrest. Maybe it's because you don't stop working. I don't know. American Idol, Wheel of Fortune, radio. Like, take a break, bro. Take a break. Is he in a relationship? I feel like he's the type of guy who just never settles down. He's 51. No, he's not married. See, like I put up a picture of him from 2019. He looks normal. I'm looking at a picture from him in 2019. He looks totally normal. I don't know what happened to him, man. I don't know. Like let me pull up another video of Seacrest. Look at this one. This is his idea of a snack. What is wrong with this guy?
I was trying to think of an idea that would be great for an idle watch party. I mean, nobody wants to be stuck in the kitchen for a long time doing something high maintenance. So this is a low-key, low-maintenance snack, colorful, flavorful, and a little salty too. It's a chippy version of a charcuterie board.
Okay, so we got a chippy version of a charcuterie board from Ryan Seacrest. This is his version of a snack. Again, the guy he also has Skeletor face. Apparently, that's the move when you do this Ozempic. You get the Skeletor bone-looking face. All right, let's see what Seacrest does for a snack here.
So I was thinking, I'm a big fan of sardines. We've got some pimentos and capers, the combination of flavor.
You sardines, pimentos, and capers. This is your version of a snack. Tell me more, Ryan Seacrest.
Really good. And then a little lemon zest as well.
Oh, yeah, lemon
These are
zest.
unsalted, extra crunchy kettle chips because obviously the capers have a lot of salt. Now, I grew up in the South. We had pimento cheese sandwiches growing up, so I love pimentos. Also, I thought nice color as well.
Yeah, because I care about the look of my food when I eat it, the color. Come on, brah.
One of the best parts about doing this is cutting open the bag. To get a little protein on the chips, some Portuguese sardines. I'm a canned fish enthusiast, so I know this is controversial. I know some people don't love canned fish, but it's smoked sardine flavor on top.
Okay, so he's taken a bag of chips, which is a perfectly good snack, and just completely ruined it. Completely ruined it, Seacrest. You took a good bag of kettle chips. Those are good. I like that brand, by the way. It's a good brand. It's a good bag of kettle chips. You've put pimentos, capers, and dude, just get like a sour cream dip. Get your standard dip, something that again, you can just be fatty. Just go to town, man. Dip it in some sour cream and onion. What are you doing?
Top of the chips with the capers and the pimentos. That, to me, I can already smell it, is delicious. I'll probably be alone after I eat this because of, well, what my mouth might taste or smell like. And finally, the last touch, the lemon.
That looks disgusting. And by the way, I can eat a lot of different things. What is Seacrest doing? Why can't you just be like a normal American and just make like nachos? Like bro, like I do it all the time, and you can do healthier versions. I'll do the medley. I'll go to Trader Joe's. It's like the veggie chips, and there's flaxseed chips in there. That's like the healthier version. But I'm still sprinkling the two different types of cheese, the sharp cheddar cheese and the Mexican shredded cheese. And yeah, if you want to go hard, like I do sometimes, put some chicken or steak on top of that with some sour cream and some lettuce. Like, dude, it make it good. Make it good. It's a snack. You putting capers on chips? That's why you look like Skeletor. That's why you look like Skeletor. Can you imagine showing up to a Super Bowl party and he pulled that out? Can you imagine? Dude, I would throw that at the wall like Kevin Spacey did in that scene in American Beauty. That scene where he throws the meal at the wall, the family's eating. He throws it at the wall. That's what I would do if Ryan Seacrest put that out as a snack. I say, what is wrong with you? Seacrest, what are you doing? You know what these people need? They need like a guy. These celebrities need like a guy. Like a real talk guy, right? They got their assistants who are just yes people, and they got all these people that are they're just yes people. That's all they're surrounding themselves by are yes people and hanger-ons and clingers. They need like a real talk person. That's the person. That's me. I come in and I go, yo, the fuck happened to your face, bro? You got to eat some more food. You got to change up your workout. You have to actually eat. Don't do Ozempic. That's being thrown in the trash along with this weird snack. We're going to take the kettle chips. We're going to keep those. Those are delicious. And we're going to get some real good dipping sauces that we like. That's unhealthy. And you're going to take like a couple puffs of this joint, Seacrest, and you're going to smoke it. And you're going to eat this whole goddamn bag of chips with with some sauces, with some creams, with some dips. Because you need to put a little weight on. You need the whole goddamn bag of chips. Dude, I bought a new bag of chips from Costco, by the way, yesterday. It was like Buffalo Ranch. I saw it. They're like advertising it as like a healthier alternative, like made with avocado oil. And I was like, yeah, I don't really give a shit about that. But I just saying that Buffalo Ranch, son. It's got a kick to it. Tastes great, man. Like kettle chips, avocado oil. I brought that home. I was like, Brittany, you want to try this? She's like, it's got a kick. Tonight, she's like, give me some of them chips, son. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I busted those chips out, and then I was like, now that they're out, kind of want some of that. Now that they're out, you know? Kind of want some of that. I don't know, man. These people are just, they're in their own world. That's what I'm saying. They need to dial it back a little. They need to get a guy or a girl. Kelly Osbourne needs a girl. She needs a guy. Sharon Osbourne. Like they need me to come in for an intervention. They need me to come in and be like, yo, I don't know if you guys know this, but you look like freaks. You need to start eating. And we're going to start with your own vending machine that gives White Castle burgers. Because apparently that's a thing now. Apparently that's a thing. Saw this today. This is the other end of the spectrum. We have the celebrities who need to eat, who are too skinny, who are too gaunt, Skeletor-looking dudes, Skeletor-looking chicks. And then we got this. White Castle has launched its first ever vending machine in Boston's Logan Airport. It allows customers to order a variety of sliders. Let's pull up this bad boy and see how this looks. There it is. A White Castle vending machine that they're testing out at the Logan Airport in Boston. No tips, no fees, no lines. You just get your legendary slider that they claim will be fresh for 2 hours coming out of the vending machine. This is where we're at as a country. This is where we're at, guys. Are we this gross? Yes, we are. Are we this fat? Yes, we are. You have to love it. You have the whole Make America Healthy Again thing that's trying to happen, right? With Robert F. Kennedy Jr., like that's his thing. The Maha movement, trying to do some things. You have that going on, which I think we all do have to agree. We got to be healthier. And then you got this. A vending machine that kicks out White Castle. Can you imagine sitting next to somebody on a flight? You're in Boston. You're about to take a cross-country flight from Boston to Los Angeles. And you're sitting next to somebody on some cramped American Airlines flight. You're in the middle seat and some fatty next to you. They didn't have to be fat. They could be skinny. I don't care what they're. Pulls out a White Castle burger that's come from a vending machine that just came out of. Can you imagine sitting next to that person? Just pulling out one of these bad boys? Like, what state are you mentally that you're getting a White Castle burger from a vending machine in an airport? You have to be either hungover or high. That's the only legitimate reason to do this. You have to be hungover, still drunk, or high. I can't rationally justify eating a White Castle burger that came out of a vending machine. I can't rationally justify eating White Castle at all at an airport or on a flight, right? You're just an asshole. Look, here's my thing. I'm not trying to disparage White Castle. It has its place, for the record. Used to be a big fan back in my drinking days. Nice little go-to, especially in college when I lived in St. Louis, right? We had a Whitey's by us. I've talked about it. The rule was you had to get a crave case, which I believe is at 20 or 30. That was the rule. Didn't matter whether you went with one friend, two friends, whatever. You had to get a crave case. That was the rule. You could eat as many as you want. Attempt to eat as many as you want, I should say. That was the rule. White Castle had its place. Its place is not in an airport. Its place is not in a vending machine in an airport. Its place is not on a flight next to somebody. It has a distinct smell. That distinct smell then goes in your body and then is released through your body in that same distinct smell. White Castle's, it's one of the few food products where when you fart, it smells exactly how you eat it and how it tastes. I mean, it's pretty phenomenal if you think about it. It literally smells exactly how it came out of the box, out of your butthole. It really does. And people are like, yeah, this is cool. This seems like a good idea. I mean, unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. When I'm 20 and I'm drunk, yeah, let's do it. This seems like the right decision. Not now. I couldn't tell you the last time I had White Castle, to be honest. It's been a couple years. It's a real tough one not to do while under the influence of something, to be honest. It is. Like, I can eat Taco Bell sober. I can eat other fast foods sober. I just feel like White Castle, you got to be under the influence of something. I'm not saying I won't maybe go there occasionally, but again, the smell is so distinct. It's just, if I pick up McDonald's and I eat a Big Mac and some fries or some nuggies, and then I rip ass later, it's not going to smell like that. McDonald's, oh my God. Or I'm sorry, White Castle. Reminds me of a story when I was in college. We've been drinking. We went to White Castle. I was home for the summer. We've been drinking all the night before. We went to the Reds game. Went to a girl's house afterwards. Was throwing a little party. Then we went to White Castle. Shouldn't have been driving. Definitely shouldn't have been driving. I was driving my dad's his old Buick LeSabre. And we close the night with like a late night Whitey's run, right? We go to White Castle. And my dad wakes me up the next morning. And he's like, Andy, come here. He's like, there's beer cans in the car. He's like, you better get those out if your mother sees. First of all, he's not even lecturing me about drinking and driving, which is like classic Walt. He's like, you better get those out. Your mother sees. Like, I saw some natural light cans in the car. I was like, oh shit. So I get him and he's like, who's in the basement? I was like, why? He's like, it stinks. He's like, there's somebody passed out on the couch and there's White Castle everywhere. And it was one of my high school St. X buddies. He's passed out on the old couch in my parents' basement. And he's got, the little boxes from the White Castle burgers. Just like literally, he's laying on his back and they're just like laying on his chest. And there's like a crave case on the ground and just smells. And, he's been just farting all night. And the whole basement just reeks of Whitey's. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's such a potent smell. The whole basement just reeks. And I still laugh about that sometimes and think about that of just my dad being like, who the hell's in the basement? There's White Castle all over him and it stinks. And then just, the car smelled of beer. It smelled of White Castle. Again, I was 19 years old. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I'm a young kid. I'm 19. That's what I'm doing. I might get a White Castle out of a vending machine at an airport. I'm not doing it at my age. And the truth is, if I did, I should be put on the no-fly list. I shouldn't be allowed to fly. I should be put on like a terrorist no-fly list. I also saw the Chipotle thing was making its rounds on social media in the last week. I don't know if you guys saw this. There's leaked audio of the CEO from Chipotle talking about how they can maybe offer some things to their guests because like 60% of Chipotle users are in a household that makes 100 grand or more. Let me just pull this up. I'll play the audio. People were going nuts at Chipotle about this. Again, this is the leaked audio from Chipotle CEO.
That 60% of our core users are over $100,000 a year in income, in average household income.
So this is, let me just rewind it. This is an earnings call with the CEO from February 5th.
We learned that 60% of our core users are over $100,000 a year in income, in average household income. That gives us confidence that we can lean into that group in a more meaningful way, whether it's the solo occasion and or group occasions to really drive meaningful transaction performance in the year.
Okay. So Scott Boatwright, the CEO of Chipotle, is talking about how, they have a higher, the people who go to Chipotle make more money. They have a higher they're in a higher tax bracket. Oh, I can't get that out. So he's saying, he's not even saying raise the prices. He's not, though. He's not. If you listen, what he's saying is they can maybe offer some more specialty things because people who go to Chipotle, make more than the average American, make more than the average American household. So people are going nuts over this. They're going nuts. And the truth is, I'm like, it wasn't that bad what he said. Have prices gone up? Yeah. But like I've said it a million times in this show, I'm a Chipotle stan. I'm in this world, this food industry world. I have been for the last few years for my line of work. I understand this world pretty fairly well. Especially about, places where you get good value for your food. And again, I don't know why everybody's going nuts online. Chipotle, you still do. Have they raised their prices? Yeah, everybody has though, guys. By the way, and I'm not justifying it, but everybody has. Everybody's raised their prices. But again, it's a go-to because there's one right by us. They have a good app and it's filling food that's not the worst for you. That's why I don't know why everybody's so up in arms. I actually went this week. Again, it's what happens. The kids have eaten. The kids have been put to bed. It's a struggle. It's 9:00. Brittany and I are both exhausted. She's been working all day. None of us want to cook. And I just go, let me run up to Chipotle. Let me just run up to Chipotle. Right? She got a chicken bowl. This is what, Monday? Yeah. She got a chicken bowl. I got a chicken burrito. It was like $18.50. Right? But that, to me, that's not bad. Like, that's not bad. It's really not. I don't know why people are all up in arms about this. Trust me, I'm the first one to complain about inflation. I'm the first one to gripe about how expensive everything is. I'm that guy. I got 2 kids. It's not easy. You guys know this who have families. It's not easy when you have a family of 4, 5, 6 people. It's not easy in this economy. I know it firsthand. But I also know for her and I to eat a good full meal for $18 and change isn't that bad. Brittany had enough, and she always does. She eats her burrito bowl, and then she's got enough for lunch the next day. Even me, and I'm a binge eater and I eat too much. I definitely should cut back on that. But one burrito is enough for me, is my point. Like, I hadn't eaten a dinner till that late at night. One burrito is great. For $9, the equivalent, my point is this. I'm not getting that for 9 and change at Wendy's, at McDonald's. I mean, maybe McDonald's, but it's not as good quality. We all know this. We all know this. So everybody was freaking out, and I saw like Chipotle social media team was responding with like the same copy and paste, which I thought was kind of interesting from the marketing and community management standpoint. I don't know, like everybody's like big anti-Chipotle now. I've noticed again on social media. It goes back to that guy posting, ordering online versus in person. That was one of the big things in 2025. And again, my counter to that is, dude, when you go in person, the burritos are fucking big. They're big. Like, the burritos from Chipotle are legit still big. Yeah. Are they a lot more than they were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? Yeah. So is everything, man. So is everything. I hate the price increases too, but you're still getting a good value. Look, I don't work for Chipotle. I'm just telling you how I feel. And on that call, all he's saying is that for their transactions, and that's all they, trust me, I know this from my line of work, like that's all they want to look at. They want to look at revenue. They want to look at transactions. Are sales up? Is our transactions up? That's all they care about. It's all these restaurants care about, especially these chains. That's all they care about. He's just stating a fact. If 60% of their users are in household incomes that make more money, then maybe they can offer some more specialty things. I don't think it's that bad. He really didn't say he's going to raise the price there. Now, is he alluding to it? Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying I stand with Chipotle, guys. You know this. I stand with Chipotle. I got a Wendy's and a Chipotle right next to each other. And we all know I'm out on Wendy's. I'm done. Still haven't responded to my tweet. Still haven't responded to my DM. I'm done, Wendy's. Yeah, out of here. Chipotle's right next door. Good bang for your buck. Still, even in this economy. Hotline, what is it here? Andy Ruther Show, 859-935-0078. 859-935-0078. Or you guys can DM me. It's good to be back, guys. It's good to be back. I appreciate anybody who's listening, anybody who's watching. You can DM me at Andy Ruther on all social media. And hopefully we don't get sick again. We can keep doing these every week. All right, guys. Much love. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Peace.